Creating a great YouTube video takes a lot of time, planning, and energy. From researching your idea to writing scripts and creating thumbnails and title ideas, it can honestly feel overwhelming and it's definitely mentally draining. But check out this video right here. How I'd start a YouTube channel in 2025 is a huge outperformer on our channel, and in 49 days has done 121,000 views. Or this one right here, affordable YouTube gear, 150,000 views in about 2 months. And finally, check out this video we just posted this morning, is on a massive rocket ship trajectory to be an outperformer on our channel. In only 8 hours has done 6,000 views, and it's on a great pace right now. Now, what if I told you that each one of these videos only took a couple hours to research, plan, and to be ready to record? Well, that's exactly what happened, because recently we started using this new AI tool called Poppy AI, and it's been a game changer for us. It's literally cut my content planning time in half. And what I used to do with multiple different tools like Google Docs and ChatGPT and Milanote, I now can do in one location. So in this video, I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look at how we at Think Media quickly plan a video using this tool to create winning concepts that are getting us hundreds of thousands of views. So what is this tool, Poppy AI? Well, it's a visual mind map style AI tool that organizes research and notes and ideas all in one board. So if you're a visual learner like me, and you like to see all of your ideas and notes and outlines and images all spread out before your eyes in one location, you are going to love this tool. It's kind of like Milanote meets Miro meets Notion and these other content planning tools. Plus you get the power of all of these different AI models on top of it all, like Claude, ChatGPT 4 and 5, Gemini, Grok, etc. So you're not just limited to one AI model. We did reach out to Poppy to sponsor this video because we really do believe in this tool so much. And if you want to sign up, you can check the link down in the description below, and we'll link any special offers running that you can use our special code for. Pricing structure right now for this is $199 a month or $399 a year, which is a way better value. That's like 33 bucks a month average. They even actually have a lifetime option as well. If you really know you want to check this out and use it for a really long time, it's at $997 for a lifetime. Some things to note, they do actually have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's no free trial, but there is that 30-day money-back offer. So if you really sign up and you don't like it, you can get a refund. They also have over 300 Trustpilot reviews with a 4.9 star rating. So customers are really liking this. And some of the biggest creators that we have personally featured here on the channel, like Pat Flynn, Vanessa Lau, Nikki Saunders, lots of people we know and trust are also using this tool. So if you want to try this out, we'll link it down in the description below. So once you get inside of Poppy, you can see all of your boards right here. And if you just click create a new board, it's going to open up a brand new blank board, and it'll look something like this. Usually what people would do is start by creating an AI chat. So this chat bot is like very similar to what you've seen, and you can choose whatever chat you want to talk to. So do you want to, ChatGPT 4 is probably my preferred, so I would choose ChatGPT. I also do really like Claude, even Grok. I mean, all of these. Gemini is great too. So choose whatever one you would prefer. And at this point, if you wanted to start from scratch, you could start building out all of your research to create your YouTube videos. Now, if you don't want to start a board from scratch, you could start with a template. If you go to the home screen on the very left side, you'll see their template section, and they have a ton of templates. I mean, look at these. Maybe you're a short form creator and you want to create a short form kind of board, or you're doing ads performance. Look at all these. There's a ton. Ultimate Poppy AI's product tour. I don't even know what that means, but there's a template for it. Now I've actually created my own personal template right here called our YouTube template, and I'll open it up and just give you guys a look at what this thing looks like. You can see all of these different AI models over here on the right side, and then all of these large empty groups are what they're called. So if we scroll to the top, we have a group of competition, as you see, scripting. This actually should say titles. So this is for our titles, this is thumbnails, and this is analytics. So this template right here is what I use to create all of my video concepts inside of Poppy AI. Now here's what a completed Poppy AI board would look like. This is a completed board for our video affordable YouTube gear. I want to walk you through each distinct step of this planning process so you can see how us at Think Media, we plan these winning videos that are getting thousands of views, but also how Poppy AI helps us do this a lot faster. So this first group is what we call our competitor analysis, and we want to make sure that we are giving the AI good inputs as to other top performing videos that are around a similar field. So we're doing affordable YouTube gear for beginners. So I went and searched YouTube for similar videos that are targeting beginner content creators who are looking for affordable tech. You can also add notes for the AI to use to help give better context. So if this one was my favorite reference, I could say this video is my favorite reference video. If I go over here to this dedicated chat window, you also want to make sure that this group is linked to this chat box. So if I delete the link, it's not going to have the context. So I want to drag this dot to dot. Boom, boom, boom. We have these nice little trail of dots to indicate that it actually is connected to that. Now, if I go over here and I ask the AI, which one of these videos is my favorite video for referencing? And your favorite reference video is 10 things under $50 that'll instantly improve your life. Boom, it got that right. So sometimes adding notes can be really helpful for providing context to whatever you're talking about with your AI chat. I also added a little voice note here as well, which we'll talk about in just a second. But for the most part, this is where I would spend quite a bit of time with this AI chatbot to talk about what my competitors are doing well. So I can have a good context as to what is already working well in this space that I'm trying to create a new video in. Now, the second part of our content planning process would be script writing and creating, at the very least, a bullet pointed outline so we know what are the core bullet points that we're going to be talking about in our video. So this is where text boxes are going to become really important, where you can submit some of your ideas for your AI to have context as you're brainstorming your script. So maybe you had some competitor analysis ideas come through. You could copy some of your chat feed over into these text boxes. I created a basic outline over here, and then I gave the AI context as to that this is the gear that I'm going to be reviewing in the video, so it has just a raw list of gear. I also submitted a voice note here. So this is one of the coolest features. I'll show you exactly what you can do with these voice notes. So if you come over to this sidebar, you can start recording a voice note or just hit R on your keyboard. And now I'm recording a voice note directly, and this voice note in particular, I'm going to say that my favorite item in all of this list is the Viltrox 20mm f2.8 lens. I think it's the best value item on this entire list, and I just want to add that for context. So now I can add that voice note into my scripting group, and if I ask the AI for context, we can just make sure that it actually sees that. I'll ask, what is my favorite item on the list? And there it is. It can see that voice note, and it knows that the Viltrox lens is my favorite item on this full list. So you can use voice notes as a great way to give a lot of context and nuance in a very quick way instead of writing out a bunch of ideas. Now, of course, you can do this with other AI models. You can like dictate speech directly into the chat window, but what you cannot do is listen back to those audio recordings and even download them. So this right here is a 1-minute brainstorm of my idea to help shape the AI responses. But if I wanted to, I could copy the transcript of this voice note or download the voice note completely if I wanted to use this voice note and send it to an editor for context, whatever the case. It's really cool to have that feature. And remember, these chat windows, if they are just used on their own, can just be really basic and broad responses that you would get from any AI software. But what makes it special is when you add a link. So I link this group over to this ChatGPT window, and now it has all of the context of my planning documents inside of this group, and it can use that for helping me create a better script. Now, right here is my final script that I'm going to use for recording. If I wanted to expand this to full screen, I could see the full-fledged script, all of my outlines and bullet points, my hook that I wrote as well, and you can kind of adjust these and format them however you would prefer. Now, once you have your script complete, you might feel the temptation to go run in front of a camera and press record just to get this thing shot and ready to go. But something we always do, if we can at least, before we start recording is come up with a quality thumbnail and title idea for our video before we start recording, because that's kind of what we call our video packaging. And that's sort of like the external branding of our video, and that's what's outward facing. So the world, before they even click on our video to see the content inside of it, they see a preview of what that video is going to be about with the title and the thumbnail. And we need to make sure that we have a clear understanding of our packaging before we go and hit record, because our script and our video is really context dependent upon what's the title and the thumbnail going to be. So zooming into this titling group of our content planning board here, you can see over on this left side, I drug in a screenshot from a content planning meeting that me, Nate, and Kyle had, where we were trying to plan a bunch of different title ideas to try to land on the best one. And I used that planning session as context for the AI. And we determined that if I actually click on this, you can see more of our transcript, and that we really like the word affordable was like something about the word affordable we just thought was really resonating with the video concept. So I told the AI that when you're coming up with a title idea, we really are drawn to this word affordable. So try to use the word affordable whenever you can. And so that gave the AI model over here more context for the types of titles that I was looking for when we were trying to come up with a really good title idea. And you can see I workshopped a bunch of different titles. There's hundreds of titles here. And here are some more that have that word affordable. And over here, you can see that I narrowed our focus into about 20 different title ideas. But over on this right side, I chose our top 3 titles. Affordable gear I'd buy if I was starting in 2025. This is the title that we actually went with for the video. So I'll make that bold. And then these were our runner-ups, numbers 2 and 3. I also have a space here for, I find myself a lot of times during this title planning section coming up with future content ideas. So inside of my template, I have this text box where I can paste in future video concepts. If I came up with a good title that I'm like, I need to make that into a video, I will paste that idea right here in this text box. When it comes to the thumbnail planning of our video, you can see that I brought in 6 different thumbnail concepts from other creators. And actually a couple of these are from ours as well that I really did like, and I used those as inspiration for the content that I'm gonna make. And I shot this thumbnail right here. And I like this little blank space, this gray space. And my thought was we could put like $65 and an arrow pointing up to the small rig monitor, which is a cool $65 little monitor. And I gave this context to the AI because I wanted to see, they actually now have image generation inside of Poppy AI. So I went over here and was like, hey, can you actually make this into a YouTube thumbnail? And it had this additional context. This is the one that I want you to add text to, add an arrow pointing up. And this is actually the image that it generated, like in real time. It took like a minute for this to generate. And okay, this isn't the greatest thumbnail I've ever seen, but it does give you an interesting concept. Something else I noticed is this is a Think Media windscreen right here, but in my screenshot, this is actually cut off. Like, look at this, nice and tight. This is cut off, and so is the Sony Alpha logo over here. And if I scroll back over here, look at this. It's actually fully in there. So it was able to like render stuff that doesn't even exist. And this Alpha logo, okay, that looks kind of wonky, but it actually is in there. Super interesting. It understands like, oh, this actually needed to be rounded off. We'll put a little background in this corner. Kind of a cool image generation. Finally, over here on the very right side are the 3 final thumbnails that we tested during our A/B testing. And we always create 3 thumbnails for every single video that we post because we want to know what is the best performing packaging. So these are the 3 thumbnails. Budget gear, $65 emphasis on the monitor. And then we also did this one right here. And this is the one that we actually decided on letting be live on the channel after the test concluded. So at this point in the planning process, we would be down here and ready to record. We've already done our competitor analysis, our scripting, our title and thumbnail. Now I could go hit record. And I did that for this video. I went and recorded it using all of this information and planning that we did and the research we did. And we published the video. And this thing did so well. And you can see some screenshots right here that I brought into Poppy AI to analyze the metrics and the performance of this video to get some additional context of what went really well. Why is this video performing, skyrocketing, getting tons of views? Even 2 months later is getting like 3,000 views a day, which is pretty crazy. I did screenshots for things like real-time views, as well as thumbnail performance, our retention graph, things like where is traffic sources coming from. This is browse features predominantly where the video is coming from, and YouTube search is actually pretty low. So if we ever see this video drop off, we might actually pivot the title to a more search-based title. But for now, we're gonna ride the wave of this video popping up in people's home feeds because it actually is working well. Now for this section, I did submit a voice recording about what I need done with these analytics, and you can see that transcript right here. And I could use that and copy that transcript or even the voice note itself and paste that into future video. So if I ever wanted to give these exact directions again to a future video to analyze the performance of a video, I could do that very easily. And of course, I went back and forth with AI as one does, and I actually identified an important takeaway through our analytics that I highlighted here in yellow, which is it's basically saying that the thumbnail testing of this video was a little bit too close to call. Now there was one that definitely underperformed, this 28% one right here. Let's check out what this looks like over here for the thumbnail concepts. We can see that these two 35% and 36% were nearly identical, but this one was the underperformer. So it seems like people like this idea of like a really budget accessory, $65. So maybe we need to test that concept in a little more different format. They're very similar, right? It's like there's gear, there's 65 bucks pointing to an item. So we could do something a little more drastic. And the AI is recognizing this through its visual intelligence. It's able to analyze the thumbnails and say, hey, try to do something a little bit more extreme and opposite than something so similar, and that will boost your confidence that you actually did grab the correct packaging. A big thing that will set you up for success when using Poppy is to use templates and just create your own templates or find one that you really like and then copy assets from board to board so you don't have to remake everything. And if you've already trained your AI to do certain things and perform certain operations, you can copy that over into your next video planning process so you don't have to redo all of those inputs. And if you're already using Poppy AI, let me know down in the description below how you're using it and if it differs from what I'm doing here. I'm super curious to hear that. Or if you're using other content planning softwares and processes, let us know down in the description below. If you do want to give Poppy AI a try, we've got a link down in the description below for you to get started, and you can use our Think Media code to get a discount on your first subscription. Now, if you're still struggling with the script writing portion of your video, you can click or tap the screen right here to check out a video I did highlighting how to write a killer YouTube script. It's such a helpful video that I'm sure you're gonna find helpful, so you can check that out right here, and I'll see you in the next one.